Hello, Slicey Dicers. I switched the background on you from the thumbnail. Couldn't think of the word thumbnail for a minute there. That's how my weekend's going. Hope everybody's having a very good time. Nice to see so many of you on here waiting. Yeah, we do a little pre-show chat. Oh my gosh, I still have my computer on, so yeah. Okay, cool. It's not shiny. I didn't know if it was gonna look shiny. So I did a video about this knife, and I thanked somebody for making me this this little plaque for my door, which I did not show, and for making this and the stickers. I thanked the wrong guy. It was my regular sticker guy, sign painter Chris. He's on here a lot. Thanks so much for making all these. I had two different people sending me stickers at the same time, and I got confused as to which was which. So my apologies to sign painter Chris is on here a lot. He made this, the guy who makes most of the stickers you guys have all received and all that stuff. Somebody else said they were sending me some stickers too, and I guessed wrong as to who it was. Sign painter Chris surprised me. Another guy had said he was sending me stuff, so I just got messed up. But thanks a lot for this. Yeah, if you see, it says Office of Slicey Dicey. I took it off my door to put it on here, so I'd have it out here. But I'm gonna open up the beer today. It's just Brooklyn Summer Ale. It's 90 outside right now. Like as I'm recording this, it's still 90. So yeah, we're going with Summer Ale today. It does look cool, doesn't it? It looks very awesome on my door. Quite happy about it. And you know it's mine because there's a cat hair on it. See if I can do that without cutting myself. Wouldn't that be funny if I cut my finger trying to remove cat hair from a cat that doesn't even like me? That's a lie. She actually does kind of like me now. What's in the pocket? Yeah, that's always a fun question to ask everybody. Mine today was I cooked a lot today, which I very much enjoy doing. So I had the Spidey Chef, of course, and I did actually use it and in chefly duties. Not a ton, but a little bit. This is kind of getting off track. Yes, there is this. I'm going to show some stuff for sale tonight. It's going to be a bit later, though. I'll wait till probably the last 20 minutes or so. Basically, what it is I've put a lot of stuff up for sale on the Patreon. So check out our Patreon. There's a link down below. There's also a link to everything for sale down below right now. If you want to go look and see, it's in the descriptions. I put stuff on Patreon ahead of time, and hold on a second. And you get 24-hour early access. Not everything is sold, but I've sold enough that I haven't really been able to make a full on for sale video. It just was kind of pointless to put a whole video for 4 or 5 knives. So there are some stuff down there that has not sold. There will be more going up later this week in the higher end category, I guess is what I would say. I am unloading some higher end stuff. Tonight you're going to see too, I'm unloading some higher end stuff. Chasing a grail, and also just kind of need the money a little bit. So I am selling some of my higher end stuff. So check out what's available down below. If you want to send me an email now, that's cool. It's always first come, first serve on the email. If you want to send an email before you actually see them, whatever, that's fine. I'm not looking at my email until the end of this, but I'll look at first come, first serve. So get that out of the way. But yes, had the Spidey Chef in my pocket today because my daughter's boyfriend came over. First time I met him. Seems pretty cool. Seems like a good guy. I made if you guys don't have an Instant Pot, get an Instant Pot. I'm a big fan of like rotisserie kind of chicken, and man, Instant Pot, you put a whole roasting chicken in an Instant Pot. Oh my god, it comes out so good. It's so juicy and tender. Doesn't have like a crispy skin or anything. Put a right rub on it though, it looks like it does, and oh my lord, it's so good. And thank you much, Zach. Thank you very much, Zach, for the donation. Yeah, I've been in kind of a crappy mood all weekend, so my 4th of July kind of sucked. I had to stay home because we have a very sick dog. She's very old, and we couldn't take the dog. I kind of wanted to stay home with the dog. I was kind of worried about leaving her home alone with all the fireworks and all that stuff, and then my mom's in the hospital, so yeah. She's doing good, though. I went and saw her today. Only upshot is I get to see her because their nursing home does not allow me to see her. But I get to see her in the hospital. I went in today to see her. No tubes attached to her whatsoever, and they gave her a COVID test like right before I got there, which means she's going back to the nursing home tomorrow. So that is good news because they only do that if they're sending you out. So very, very happy about that. As long as the test comes back okay, she'll be back in the nursing home tomorrow. And that is good. Yeah, thank you, Russ. Yeah, she's doing well. It's not going to be a long-term thing though. We kind of got some bad news in that regard while she was in the hospital, but you know, potato. She's been gone through a rough time the last several years. So you know, yeah, we were told a lot of stuff we already knew by a doctor. I'm going to leave it at that, and it's much rougher hearing it from a doctor. So that's been my week, and it's deadline time for Knives Illustrated. So trying to deal with that at the same time. It's been not been a fun week. And yes, Christopher, I'm not going to allow that comment because of the swears, but yes, it was my. No, it approved it anyway. Never mind. No, yeah, it was a pretty crappy fourth. It was not outstanding, but today was good. Got to watch F1. F1's back again. That was great. I'm a huge Ferrari fan. I thought it was going to be a really bad day for me. Charles Leclerc pulled it out, finished second. Awesome drive from him. Very, very happy. That kid is great. I hate how good looking he is, but other than that, I love that kid. And he's like what, 22, something like that. I just hate. He's 22 and he's like a quadzillionaire. He lives in Monaco on a boat and he drives Formula One cars for Ferrari. What did I do that I didn't get that life? That is awesome. And yes, Peter, getting a podium with that car is pretty special because they sucked this weekend. They sucked. But anyway, wonder if he can drive as crazy as a FedEx driver. Keith says, you know what? I'll call him up. I have his number. No, that's a lie. I'm just drinking a Brooklyn Summer Ale today, going easy. My wife had to go out and run some errands, and I said, oh my gosh, we're out of beer. Get me beer. So she likes this. I like this. It's hot out, and it's a great beer for when it's hot out. Any bourbon fans here? Yes, I'm a huge bourbon fan. What is that Wii on the right? Oh, this is a cool story. This is something that's really fun. It will be really fun to talk about. This is a Wii Snex mini buster. So Snex, they just had a knife. I think they just auctioned off for 17 grand or something like that. It was absolutely totally silly money. But this is their collaboration with Wii, the mini buster. They only made 400 of them. They went in a blink. I missed out on it. This one is not mine. This belongs to Stasa23, which I do highly suggest you follow his channel. If you don't, if you know about me and don't know about Stasa, I don't know what you're doing with your life. But great guy. One of the people who really helped me get started, and just a really good friend of mine. He loaned this to me, and I tried to buy it from him, and he said no. So I posted on Instagram a picture of this knife, mentioned that he said no, and I called him and I quote, big meanie poopy head, because he would not sell this to me. And then somebody replied, hey, two people replied, said, hey, I have the all blacked out one. It comes in this or all blacked out. I didn't really want the all blacked out. Somebody else said, hey, I got one of those. Yeah, I'll sell it to you. So this is not mine, but this is Stasa's, but I am getting exactly this exact same one from someone else through the magic of Instagram. Sometimes it's nice to have nearly 10,000 followers on Instagram. You can find things that you wanted very, very badly. Yes, I did call Stasa a big meanie poopy head because he would not sell this to me. But I did wind up getting one. The action on it is just ridiculous, and it is pretty unique. It's got this combination, like lock bar insert / pin, and the action on it is very unique, and it's extremely cool. Can we have a link to my Instagram? It's all down below. It's Slicey Dicey 75. Somebody asked about sending me some beer. Yeah, shoot me an email, and I'll send you my address. I always like to have beer. Hopefully, when all this global bastard is over, I'm going to have a beer sponsor, but waiting until we can actually meet to figure all that out. So, hey, Spirited Blades, how's it going? Yeah, and of course the super chat is open down below if anyone kicks in a few shekels. I always forget to say that until somebody donates stuff. I'm horrible at promoting myself. What do you think of the Tangram Santa Fe on $25 on Amazon? Oh, they're great. They're awesome, awesome knives. I wish Tangram did more. I don't know what really happened with that. Someone asked what was next to the Wii. This will be up sometime this week. This is a Reich Knives Toulet, which is extremely unique because it's an integral, but it's G10. So it's a G10 integral, which is very, very unique. It's got a little liner that screws into it for the liner lock, and had to try out a G10 integral. That's, and this is the more expensive one. I think these are 150. It's 154 cm steel. They're like $150. It's got this really cool multi-layer G10. This has carbon in it. Some of the other ones are just black with really bright colors. If you don't know about Reich knives, subtlety is not in their vocabulary. So this was kind of the most subtle one that they made, believe it or not. Still has a little bit of blue and stuff in it, but man, it's fun. And it makes a great noise. Oh, none of these are for sale. These are not the ones for sale. I'm going to do that here towards the end. Everything that's for sale is listed down below, and some of you people are already emailing me saying that you want some of them. So I've seen my little email notifications coming up, but it's 154 cm. But yeah, this is just cool. It's a big old thing, 4-inch blade. It's a big sucker, but I'm really enjoying it. Nice deep carry clip. I'm surprised at how much I carry this. Doesn't weigh much. But yeah, G10 integral. I had to check that out. Actually, Levon from Knife Nuts Podcast is in a little group that I'm in, and he mentioned it, and I went and snagged one. Just thought that looked really, really cool. And of course, you guys have seen this. This was up earlier. I finally completed. Not my perfect Hinderer. None of them are ever perfect. I always want to do something else to them, but close to it. So DLT Trading came out with a non-flipper XM18. I've always wanted a non-flipper XM18 in one of my favorite blades of theirs, the Fullard Spear. It's my favorite because you can do that with it. You can spidey flick it, and the no flipper tab is great in the pocket. And I already had this scale. This was part of a gift that someone sent me. And I was like, one of the knives for sale down below is the one, the XM18 this used to be on. Guy gave it to me as a gift. A wonderful viewer, Emilio, great dude. And I said I was going to keep it forever, but I really wanted a non-flipper, and I really wanted something to do with this scale that was even cooler, other than just being on a regular XM18 slicer. And I asked him before I did it, and yeah, so now I got a Battle Bronze non-flipper XM18 with the Battle Bronze Warhog scale. And yeah, it looks pretty darn good. I do wish this was a stonewash blade, just because it would match, you know, the shinier bits here, but you can't get a battle finish and a stonewash blade. Somebody told me that. So I was really surprised to learn that. I did not know that. So yeah, if you get a battle finish, you're getting a working finish blade. I love the working finish blade. It's my favorite, but on this particular knife, I would not mind if this was stonewash, but you can't get them that way. And to me, the Battle Bronze was much more important than having the stonewash blade. So that is where I compromised a tiny little bit. And then I thought it was all done, and I posted this on the Hinderer group on Facebook, and somebody pointed out that you can get Battle Bronze, just these screws. I want to keep all this silver because, again, it matches all that milling. But you can get just these screws in Battle Bronze. So now I got to do that. I don't know what, you keep asking what steel it is, Connor, and I don't know which one you're talking about. There are lots of knives out here, and I thought I answered you, but I don't really know. This one is M390. It says so in big letters. Cranger says, have you taken apart any of the knives you have for sale, and so forth, any sharpening sessions, all that stuff? Everything's like new in box and less said. It all explains down below. I take apart almost everything that I have, so you can pretty safely assume it was taken apart, but put back together. The steel wheel, this is D2. We haven't gotten to that one yet. This is the Sedge. That review's coming out this week. Really awesome little budget knife. Very, very cool. It's I really like it a lot. Pretty stiff detent. You gotta really get in there to spidey flick it, but works great in thumb flick and all that stuff. Really, really liking it. Thank you, Alex's Knife Box. Yeah, I think it came out pretty good. Like I said, I kind of just tiny bit wishes it was a stonewash blade, but you know, you always got to be upset about everything. Kurt Andrews says, how do you clean your D2 since it's not stainless? I put I don't have it near me because now I have 2 separate stations and one's far away. I usually have it within reach. The Aegis EDCI. I just clean it and put that stuff on it and follow directions, and it doesn't corrode. It's really, really good stuff. Again, that said, I live in upstate New York, which is not horribly corrosion. It doesn't cause a lot of corrosion. It's a pretty good environment. It rains a lot, snows a lot, but it's not like a humid environment, so I don't get much corrosion and everything. But EDCI, I swear by that stuff. Tackle Central Fishing. How do you sharpen recurves? Actually, it's funny. I just wrote an article for KI for Knives Illustrated. I was just finishing it up yesterday, and actually right now, I think what works great for recurves for me is Worksharp sent me the whole like Ken Onion powered system with the belts and stuff, and it works great on recurves. I really like, I think the powered system for recurves is kind of the way to go. You're going to get a bit of a convex edge, but they handle the recurves pretty good unless you have a really crazy one. I like it a lot better than a fixed angle system for recurves. It works, it seems to work. I have a Viper Sharp, and it definitely works a lot better than the Viper Sharp on recurves and stuff like that. Yeah, what Lavender Pants said, the EDCI stuff will be D2 is nothing to be afraid of. There are some that are definitely much like K390 or Rex 45. Like those are much more likely to corrode than D2 is. T. Willie says, have you heard about Ilya Pasomansky Nocturne Custom? I do not have any idea what that is, no. You could have picked up the Stonewash with the Ray Bronze. No, I wanted the Battle Bronze Lockside. Trust me, I spent a lot of time going through all of them. Nat Princess, I live D2 next to gel packs and eyes when it comes to storing. Yeah, I think it just depends on where you live. That's never really been much of a concern for me. But I've never had a D2 blade like get really crappy looking on me. Tackle Central Fishing and get the Hinderer Slippy. No, I'm not. Nate Prince says Philly. Yeah, so you're pretty much same climate I am. I wouldn't sweat it very much. Troy, have you seen the on sale Spyderco Lil Lum? I have not. I had a Lil Lum for a bit. I can't remember if it was a loaner or if it was something I just had and sold. I don't remember. I know I had one for a while, and now I don't anymore, and I don't recall exactly why or what order that occurred in. Rusty Lifer says, watching Alex and Spirited Collections, I've been looking at custom knives. Don't know if I'm ready for it, though. Yeah, Rusty Lifer, I'm in the same category. I don't think I'm ever going to go custom, because I would just get really boring stuff. Simon Chow says, hey, Brian, which grail are you currently chasing? Well, there's 2. I want an Arius or a Shiro. The Shiro I found on a site I was not expecting to find it on, and I don't think anybody knows that it's there, so I'm not going to say which one or where it is, because you guys will go find it. But it's a bit pricey. I really kind of more looking for an Arius, but because it's a couple $100 cheaper. But I don't know, and I don't think I would keep the Shiro for very long. I will just admit that right off the bat. If you look at what's for sale down below, you'll see that like really expensive stuff I don't keep for very long. But I have never had one, so I feel like I should have one. I've handled a lot of Ariuses. I've never owned one, but I've handled a ton of them, and that's one I'm more likely to hold on to for a little while. It's probably not one I would keep forever, but it's something I would hold on to for a little while. Whereas Shiro, I think I'd probably play with for a month or two and then sell it because it's worth so much, just to feed the beast. But I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe I'll just dump it into Subaru parts. Who knows? Torling, you think you'll ever get a Rockstead? I can't fathom a world in which I'll get a Rockstead because there's so much. They're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things. Third from left between the steel wheel and the Hinderer, that is a Spartan Blades Harsey folder. Recent edition. I did do a review on it, or an unboxing, I think I did. But yeah, this is really smoothing out very well. Matt, one of the guys, he works at ProTech. He's also a huge knife collector. He's a huge Spartan fan. He told me, don't adjust it, don't anything, just let it break in on its own. And he was right. They do break in extremely well. It's great. It's like a slightly larger XM18 that you can, I'm gonna fail it here, but you can, yeah, I did it first try. You can thumb flick it, which is kind of cool. And great people over at Spartan, fantastic people. You like the Atom more or the Waypoint? Simon Chow says that's a hard one, but probably the Atom. Just, I don't know. I've had the Atom longer. Ergos on the Atom are a little bit better. Skinny slicer or regular XM18, or stick with the 0562 tie. I like skinnies. If skinny is an option on the XM18, I choose the skinny. If I choose blade shape first, but if skinny is an option, I will get that. Oh, congrats, Lavender Pants! About an Umnumzan. You get to say Umnumzan all the time now. That's worth the price right there. You just get to say it's an Umnumzan. Mean Gene, I'm not really sure. Shoot me an email. I'm not sure about the shipping stuff of beer. I know people have shipped it to me, but I didn't pay attention to how it got there, how it got here. Simon says, I wish more knives had Van X. Yeah, me too. Rusty Knife Lover, do any of you customize? Oh, you're asking everybody else. Yeah, I do a little bit, but it's all like off the shelf stuff. I dye some scales, but like I don't bust out a grinder on anything. I did just, speaking of customs, I did just finish. Let me see, I gotta get his card out too so you guys can see it, because it's not like a regular company. So you guys have seen my Neutron with the Match Anderson scales, which you can find him on Facebook, Match Anderson. I think he has a website now too. Somebody link down below if you want to. He's just doing custom scales for Neutrons. He's starting them on Atoms. But now I also added these little bronze standoffs and this bronze clip, which look freaking awesome, from this guy. You can pause and find him on the Facebooks or Instagram. And he does all kinds of cool clips, as you can see. But yeah, this is really cool. The bronze looks awesome on it. I'm very, 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 very pleased with it. They look great, and I think these were like $55 for the whole like kit and caboodle. Not bad at all. It is super, super, super pretty. Wish the Atom and Neutron had a left-hand option. So do a lot of people. Are you going to do a mini Ritter versus mini Super Freak Battle to Death? Yes, at some point. Right now, the problem, G-Man, is there's so many new knives coming out that it's really, really hard to even keep up with the new stuff, not to mention doing that kind of stuff. So, like, I had a video all planned out for tomorrow, and then I realized, oh, crap, there's something else that launches tomorrow that I have to do the review on. So I was going to do my top 10 or top 5. I hadn't decided. Most carried knives for the first half of the year. I did that last year, and you guys liked it, and I was all ready to do that. And then I remembered that this fella comes out tomorrow, so I have to do my review of this tomorrow. So I told Benchmade I'd do it on the day that it came out. This is the Benchmade 85. Their new Fancy Pants. I'm trying not to hit anything. Their new Fancy Pants battle song. So this is the video that will be up tomorrow, because I just gotta get this stuff done. So, but this is awesome. Very expensive, 500 and something dollars, but I kind of get why, because it's basically two titanium integrals, two sets of bearings. So like they charge for something for an anthem, and this is basically the amount of milling it would take to make two anthems like into one knife. So I totally get it. Only has 30V steel, but I kind of get it, and it is very well done. I like that it does this. You just squeeze it, and that just pops out. A little spring-loaded, flippy deal. I love this thing. It is. Would I own a 500 and some dollar Balisong? Probably not. But if you were a huge Balisong nerd, these are awesome. And it's basically the iconic Benchmade 87 with a different blade shape. It's basically the same as that, and the Benchmade 87 is amazing. It's kind of weird that the 85 is the new one and the 87 is the old one, but let's see some flipping. That is impossible with this camera setup right now, but I can say that I had the Kershaw Lucha, now I have this, and this is easier. This is definitely absolutely easier. I'm still not good at it, but I only look like half an idiot instead of 3/4 of an idiot flipping this thing around. So I do like it a lot, but $550 worth of like it. I think it's well worth it if that's your jam. I don't think I'm a $550 Balisong kind of guy. I don't think that's my my price. It has made me want a better one though, and I'm already talking to somebody about getting one. BRS. Hello, Professor EDC. How's your mom and the doggy? They're old. They're all right now though. If it was purple, you'd rock it. I don't think so because I wouldn't be able to see it. And also, it doesn't have a pocket clip. In a pocket clip, I'd like it a lot more. I'm weird. I don't care if it's a Balisong. I still want a freaking pocket clip. I like Balisongs with pocket clips. Somebody's talking about the Quiet Carry Drift. I do not have a Drift. I've never held one, but I am getting the Quiet Carry Chase. But I'm waiting. Right now, they're available on the site, and they are 20 CV steel. But I think later this week, they're going to be coming out with LC200N versions. So it'll be just as rust resistant and all that stuff as the Drift and the Waypoint, but G10 scales a little lighter. It basically looks kind of like a Drift with G10 scales. I may be way off on that, but Red Dog says, I wouldn't trust myself flipping a $500 Bailey. I barely trust myself with a Kershaw Lucha. My only problem with Lucha was it was so heavy that it banged my knuckles up all the time. Michael Watkins says, what's your favorite knife on the table? Well, that would be the Hinderer because it means a lot to me because somebody gave me these scales. And this scale, I should say. Everybody corrects me when I say that because it's only one. And it's got, the nose art of my old fighter squadron when I was in the Air Force and stuff. So, yeah. It would be the Hinderer for sentimental reasons. Oh, yeah, hit the like button. I always forget about that. I'm up to 143 now. Cool. I did not do the quiz show tonight, by the way, because it's a holiday weekend. I didn't know what people were going to be showing up and all that stuff. So we'll do it next week. Next week will definitely be quiz show. I actually even already wrote the questions and everything. I was all ready to go, but quiz show was fun, and I want maximum participation. And I think I figured out a way to give you guys a little better chance. So I'm going to allow more people past the first round. Last time I only allowed 5 people past the first round. This time I'm going to allow 10. And then we'll cut it down to 5 in the second round. So Nate Prince says, I have a $200 Blade HQ credit and I don't know what to get. Man, ain't that a thing right now? Oh, thank you, Zach, very much. Yes, super chat's open down below if anyone wants to kick in a few shekels. Yeah, ain't that a thing right now, Nate? I had the same thing a while ago. I got my Patreon money, and I didn't really know what to get. Couldn't figure it out. Wound up, chipped in some more of my own money, and got another freaking Hinderer. But it is kind of hard right now. It's I don't know if we're spoiled for choice, or lately I've just been getting lots of stuff that I wanted to review. But yeah, I was looking for stuff too, and I couldn't figure out what to buy. Kiefer says, I'm so glad my head is killing me. I hope I don't have the Rona. I'm sure you don't. I mean, you're just a FedEx guy that interacts with people all the time. Nate Prince says, I just bought my second Hinderer. Haha. Yes, Hinderers have a tendency to multiply, primarily in the area of your wallet and or bank account. That's where they like to breed. They wait till the Malibu launches. The Malibu's out. They just keep coming and going really quick. I'll get a Hinderer if I win the lottery. Libby says they're not bad on the secondary. There's one for sale in the secondary if you scroll down below. So what's up with the sale? I'm gonna show it here in a few minutes. I said I wait till by 8:40. It's all listed down below right now. If somebody wants, I think people are already emailing me, so some of it may already be sold. I don't know, but yeah, there just wasn't enough to do a full for sale video. But thank you, Benny Blade Play. Appreciate it very much. Brian, you still liking your ProTech Mordex? Simon Shaw. Actually, yeah, I thought about selling it because I thought, man, I don't carry this a lot. And then I pulled it out considering selling it, and then it wound up in my pocket 2 days in a row. So, yeah, I guess you could say I'm still enjoying it. I thought the Malibu would just satisfy that for me. I wouldn't need the Mordax anymore, but no, I'm still really enjoying the Mordax. It's a totally different knife. People keep saying, do a battle to the death between the Mordax and the Malibu. They're completely different. The Malibu, or the Mordax is a big bruiser. Malibu is a very nice, lightweight EDC knife. They're really not the same other than the fact they're both button locks made by ProTech. Love the action. Wish it was slicier. Yes, that is true. There is somebody who does regrinds on those to turn them into hollow grinds. And I would do that to mine and they're very reasonable price too. I can't remember the name of them, so this is useless information. But I would do that if I didn't own a channel, and had to keep them somewhat stock. I'll bring out the LUDT in a second. Do you like the Shaman better than the Mordax? Uncharted Trucker says, I don't really think of them as the same thing. Maybe not. I don't know. I think the Shaman probably is a better overall user, maybe. But the Mordax is just cooler and more fun. Don't own any pry bars, just the one. I have Casey Lynch. Casey sent me for an article for KI, and I said this on another live stream. I used to kind of quietly point and laugh at all you pry bar guys, but no, this is pretty freaking handy to have around. I do have to admit, this is damn handy. I use this so much more than I thought I would, and yeah, it's damn handy. It's pretty cool. As new SD drinking game, drink whenever he name drops KI. I don't think it's name dropping when I'm the editor of it. It's just talking about my job. Is the SOCOM comparable with the Spartan? That was something somebody suggested last time, was doing a comparison between these two, and they're right. They are about the same size. I had a comment the other today that annoyed me. I'm not going to say who it was, but I talked about doing a comparison between this and the XM18, but the XM18 is smaller than the Spartan is, and maybe the XM24 is a better comparison. And he just insisted that the XM18 is the same size as the Spartan. I don't know if you guys have eyeballs, but yeah, these are all lined up. Line them up. It isn't. The XM18 is smaller. It's just funny when people in comments just insist that you don't know something about two knives that you have in front of your face holes, and it's clearly smaller. It's clearly smaller. So that just made me laugh when it was just like, no, it isn't. It's the same size as an XM18. I have them both. It isn't. But Professor EDC says that Hinderer looks like he can go head to head with MCs. Yeah, but we may have to have a rematch. Leonard Parent says, yes, Chris, he owns a pry bar. It's called a Medford. I do not own a Medford anymore. Yeah, it'll be alternate measurements. Yeah. So maybe I have to get an XM24 now. I've always wanted an XM24. That may be my excuse to momentarily own an XM24. I don't think I would keep an XM24 for long. But I may have to get an XM24 for just a little while, because I have comparison reviews to do. I'm doing it for you guys. Hey, Big Red, how's it going, man? It's good to see you. This is a drinking game now. I have to drink every time I name drop KI. So yeah, Big Red, we're doing some great work for KI. One of our guest reviewers. So is Zach. Really appreciate them having that stuff. And Zach is in the upcoming issue too, the print version. He wrote something. Hydrate. I just did my. I succumbed to the drinking game, and I already have to pee, and it's 8:36. So yes, Russ, sacrifice for the channel. I can't imagine keeping an XM24 long term, but I could totally see having one for a hot minute. I'm not gonna go pee during my live stream. I'm not Metal Complex. You're very welcome, Zach. You did a good job. Nice pickup on the Subby 31, my small Micarta 31. I was gonna get a Micarta one, and I foolishly assumed that the regulars would be available sooner. So that's why I reserved that. And then it turns out that the Micarta ones were available sooner than the regular ones. But, oh well. D2O Knives and Gears is not MC. MC and I, Metal Complex and I are actually very good friends. We just like to make fun of each other. Mostly me making fun of him. Honestly, it's pretty one-sided. But I enjoy it. It's a fun hobby of mine. I just like making fun of him. I don't know. He's just a guy I enjoy mocking. I don't know why. He's a nice guy. I don't know why I do it to him, but is the ZT0609 Slicey. As I remember it was. I liked it quite a bit. You made me like my Biblio again, so it's off the market again. Yeah, the Biblio is a great freaking knife. Oh, D2M's on here too. I didn't see it. Sorry about that. Slicey, what accompanying knives you missed the first drop on or you're looking forward to the most? Well, I got one. That was this. I missed out on the Mini Buster, but this is not mine. This is Twosun 23s, but I'm getting one. Someone else is selling me theirs. Upcoming, I'm not super blown away excited about much. It's weird. I don't know if I'm just been in overload because I've gotten so much new stuff in and out lately. Nothing really totally hits. I mean, the TRM Shadow, that I'm really stoked about. Yeah, I really wanted a Spyderco Swayback, but now I just kind of don't care about it. Yeah, I need the Giant Mouse Grand. You do. It's a good one. It's a very, very good one. I don't know if... Yeah, it's right here. I do have it right here. Yes. The Grand is a good one. We'll put the SOCOM away because it's... I was going to make a joke about the SOCOM, but I didn't do it. Now the moment has passed. Yeah, Blackhawk just asked thoughts on Spyderco Swayback. Yeah, I was really excited about it, and now I'm just not. I don't really know why. I guess I've watched enough videos about it now where the things that people have little complaints about would drive me insane. And if somebody loans me one, I'll check it out. But, Is a vintage series Hinderer on your want list? Christoph Wilhelm says, yes, if I ever got an XM24, I would try and find a vintage, but they are impossible to find. I'm not sure they even made any. I've not seen one. But, yeah, they do look really cool. I'm a fan. Hey, Brian, have you seen the Demco MG Shark Lock? Looks really cool. Oh, yes, that I'm excited about because I do have one coming. That is something I'm waiting to hear later this week. Yes, I'm getting an MG20 Shark Lock. And I'm extremely excited about that. That is something I'm excited about. So, Stacy, what are some of the small things that drive you insane about the Swayback? That freaking pocket clip, number one. So stupid. I know some people say, but it does work great. Yeah, but it looks like crap, and it's on a very expensive knife, and just to put your same old spoon clip on it, don't like it. put the wire clip on it like you do everything else. Maybe it didn't work ergonomically or whatever, but figure something else out. Spyderco and their pocket clips, man. They literally invented the pocket clip, and they seem incapable of doing it right anymore, and I don't understand it. Jackson Knight says WRX Day soon. Fairly soon, I hope. We'll see. Now I'm afraid it's going to be a point where I get the money and I can't find the one I want, and I have to fly somewhere to get it, which I'm totally willing to do, but I had an AD MG20 money set aside, but then the Hoback A10 Custom came up, and now I don't have AD. Oh, that's the cycle of life, Therapeutic Edge. I couldn't afford the regular 8020. That was just $825 for the hand ground one was a lot. But $450, that's reasonable. That's more than reasonable. I can handle that. And I love Andrew, so I don't mind sorting out. So, yeah, I'm going to say right off the bat, I am going to show the stuff that I have for sale, but I'm going to say right off the bat, I have 7 emails in my inbox right now, and I'm betting that most of them are people already buying this stuff because it is first come, first serve, and I had to put the stuff down below. So just know that some of this might already be gone, and I'm probably going to be spending a lot of time answering emails, people saying, sorry, it's gone. And I'm not looking at the email, so I don't know what people have said they want and wanted and what ones they said they didn't. But here they are. I have to pull up my notes to make sure I have this right. So, for sale. So, we have, first up, these are stuff I have for sale has been available on the Patreon for a while. But please, if you want to join the Patreon, still do that because there is some more really expensive nice stuff coming up. Knife stuff works coming up this week. So keep that in mind. But we have a Kansept Warrior. That is on there for $175. The Tuya TS56 for $50. The Bear Ops, I'm just going to run through these once really quick because they're all listed down below. The Bear Ops Rancor for $45. I'll move these out of the way. The Ferrum Forge Exec for $200. And now we get into the more pricier realm. Like I said, I am unloading some pricier stuff. This is an XM18 3.5 skinny slicer with a black scale. This is the one that used to have my Warthog scale on it. My titanium Warthog scale. Really honestly not been used hardly at all because it had that scale on it and it was kind of an heirloom sort of thing and I didn't use it much. But I just swapped it back to its stock, configuration. And you look down below because all the descriptions. And then the expensive one, the Custom Knife Factory Snafu 2.0 for $650. Not $6.50, $650. It's pretty expensive. But those are the ones that are listed down below. Shoot me an email if you want them. All the instructions are sent down below. It is first come, first serve. And like I said, I already have a bunch of emails, so I have a feeling that some of these are probably already sold. And I apologize about that. That's why I don't usually do live sales, but like I said, I didn't have that many knives for sale. I only had 6, and it just wasn't worth it to do a full-on, for sale video for. So I thought I'd just show them out to you guys, and then what doesn't get sold is probably going to go on Reddit or something. So flip this out because I have a cool thing to talk about with that. I will bring the Harsey back out. And what else did I want to bring back out? I already talked about the Tule enough. I don't need to bring that back out. Oh, Keith asked about the LUDT. So let me get that. That is right here. Oh, we'll get this too. Because it would not be one of my live streams without a ProTech. So there is the Harkins folder. And hey, look at that, the LUDT, and you'll be able to see it because it's not on a purple background, so it won't disappear into the back. And what else do you want to put back? Well, I'll put the Tule back because I like to have 6 of them out here. Yes, the Model V 1.4. I have a really cool story about the Model V 1.4 too. So that review I did of it, I mentioned that this was a very early, not exactly prototype, early production. Yeah, he's already made some changes to it. So I'm getting a new blade for this. No change in the blade, thank God. No change in the sharp bits because it's an amazing blade. But it's going to have a shorter flipper tab with some jimping. So he's mailing me a new blade and a new pocket clip. So I'll do a little update on that. That is actually more what you're going to get if you actually order one right now. So yeah, I wanted it because this is going to be in my top 10 knife of the year list. I can't fathom a world in which it's not. So I wanted the most current perfect specs. So yeah, I'm going to get with the shorter flipper tab. They have some jimping and slightly different pocket clip on it. I fell in love with it. I just met my next grail, the Shiro Quantum. Yeah, I want an F3, I think, is the Shiro that I want. So Lavender Pants says, dude, my action is nuts now. I don't know if you should say that out loud in mixed company, but no, it is I saw your message about what you did to yours, but I didn't have time to reply. It was right before I was getting ready to go. So that ProTech Harkins looks like Tom Cruise IMF Tactical. It is pretty cool. I just love how smooth it is as a manual, and then how snappy it is as an auto. I just love the dual action aspect of it. It's just freaking great. Just how they got both to work so perfectly as I bounce it off the stops just amazes me. I don't know how they pulled that off. F3 is Curtis, whatever it is. I think there's an F3 Shiro's. I don't know, but that's the one I want. It is still have it open here. Thought I did. Nope, F3. The Shirogurov also makes an F3. Yeah, they're very expensive, but Harkins looks like a Lone Wolf dual action. I don't know what that is. But I love the I love the Harkins, and I do carry it. I probably shouldn't because they're so rare. But I saw in secondary they don't go for much more than the $450 that you pay for them. But they only make them every 4 years or something like that. But yeah, it's already got some scuffs on the blade and stuff. But I kind of don't care. I just love it so much. What's the name again of the one coming? It's American Blade Works Model 1 V4. Spartan Harsey versus large Sebenza. Go. Well, this is a much larger knife than the Sebenza. So, I mean, the quality-wise, they're pretty close, but Sebenza's a little smaller. Can any ProTech beat the LUDT? Well, you will see that shortly. I'm going to have it against the Invictus. See you later, Triple E. Thanks for coming by. We're going to wrap up here in about 10 minutes or so because apparently I have to look at a lot of people trying to buy stuff because I got a lot of emails. And also, OCD for EDC is going to be going live in 10 minutes, so make sure to go check him out. Shut up, Sean Bryan. Don't tell anyone. Actually, if it goes away, I'd be fine. It would just eliminate my worry about whether or not I want to drop that much on a knife, which I don't. See, blah blah. Are you still carrying this CF Elite Mini Presidio? Yes, I still carry that. I like that a lot. Not often, just because I have a lot of stuff right now, but I do like it a whole lot. It's a really nice knife. I like it better than the big one, which I did not think I would. I thought I would stick with the large one, but once I had them both, I actually like the smaller one better. Slicey, keep eyes on my feed this week for insane inbounds. You always have insane stuff, Spirited Blades. It's like, that's just saying keep an eye on my feed on Tuesday because it will be one of my usual Tuesdays. Purchased a third Perpetua today. Wow, that's a lot. You might have a record. I compare your prices to new 23 minutes. Shipping's free. It says it's all that listed down below, Kurt. And a lot of those have just been flipped around and used a little bit for reviews, and that was it. Professor EDC says, we need another one of your comedy vids with your wife. We have one all written, but man, it's really hard to get us both together when we have time to do that. Yeah, we've both been insanely busy during the lockdown. She was still working. I got promoted, and it's just been, we've been busier during the lockdown than we were before. So it's pretty hard to make time to do it. Those take like basically a day to record all that stuff. I know it only comes out as a little 4-minute video or whatever, but it takes about a day to record all that stuff. Scroll up a little bit here. Yeah, Spirit of Blaze, I have epic stuff coming. It's like, I took a breath today. I learned my lesson trying to go knife for you one day. Where were we on on Bob's podcast or Bob's live show, and talking about what did you get today? And I thought it'd be cool. I thought maybe one day I'd have something cooler than you got that day, and I did not. Yeah, it was on Thursday Night Knives. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Knife Junkie. Yep. And man, that did not go well for me. Anyone know where to get full titanium scales for XM18? TX says, you just keep your eye on the usual places. DLT often has these Warhog ones, and some of the regulars, but it's just whenever Hinderer makes them. So I don't remember what I tried to put up against you, but I remember I just got crushed. I don't remember the details of the battle. I just remember the pain I felt afterwards. Hey, OCD. He'll be coming up in 8 minutes' time on his channel. If you want to go over and hang out there, I will after I pee and answer all you guys that I think are trying to buy stuff from me. And then I will be on there as well, hanging out, because I think my wife is already in bed. So what else do I have to do? Well, that's weird. Have you seen Kyle's Viking Messermeister? I don't know what that is, so apparently not. In bed already. It's only almost 6 p.m. Well, it's almost 9 here, and she's not feeling too hot, and she has to get up at 5 a.m. for work, so it's a reasonable time to go to bed. I wish I could sleep for 8 hours. Man, I get jealous people who can sleep for 8 hours. Thank you very much, David Garrett. I appreciate it. Metal Complex Battle Pickle. I never got why they call that a battle pickle when it's black. Pickles aren't black unless something's very wrong with them. Does Corona make your pickle black? I'm not really sure. Yes, we are Easty Coasty here. In the great Republic of New York. We're not a republic, but Spear Blade's gross. Yeah, I like to make everyone go ugh at least once during my life. I'd like to make everyone clench, to have a little clench at least one time. Thank you very much, G-Man, and thank you for watching. Oh God, not the pickle thing. Yeah, you know what makes me the most mad about the pickle thing is I hate pickles. I really hate pickles. Like, it's a phobia level of pickles. Like, if I order a sandwich from a deli and I say, do not put a pickle on the plate, and they put a pickle on the plate, I will send the sandwich back. Because I don't want pickle touching my sandwich. That's how much I hate pickles. Or anything pickled. I just do not like it. And that is one thing that I will go full-on Karen. I'll go full-on Karen at a place if they put a pickle on my plate and I told them not to. Spirit of Blaze says, I know how to get you sliced. Just toss you a pickle. Oh, I'll run away. I will run away. I hate them. And ketchup is not that far behind. Ketchup I dislike almost as much. My wife and my daughter eat pickles, and I almost have to leave the room. Yeah. I need to speak to your manager. There is a pickle on my plate, and it's touching my beef on weck. Do you guys know what beef on weck is? I know it's mostly a New York thing, an upstate New York thing. But do you guys know what a beef on weck sandwich is? Yeah. So I can't decide on what to eat tonight. So I have leftover beef on weck that my mother-in-law made for it's kind of like a French dip, but it's better. It's a Kemmelwick roll. It's like roast beef on a Kemmelwick roll, which is like a whole bunch of like really loud, really large like grain salt and dill seeds and beef, and it's so good. So I don't know if when I'm done here I'm gonna eat that, or I made chicken in the Instant Pot today that's amazing, and I also have gravy that we didn't use, so I could have an open face hot chicken sandwich with gravy or beef on weck. I can't decide. I'm a vegan, don't miss dairy and meat at all. Well, good for you, but I'm not. I could never go vegan. I don't eat meat every day or anything, but what's the name of the first one on the left? This is the Reich Knives Toulet. It is an integral G10. They're currently sold out, but they are going to have more back in. Just the first run went faster than they assumed it would. It is super freaking cool. This will be reviewed later this week. Did I see a steel wheel in the line before I lost connection? Well, yes, it's the steel wheel Sedge. That'll be up in a bit too. I know I've been doing more high-end reviews. Sorry about that. It wasn't my intent. That's just a lot of stuff that's been coming out lately. But no, I'm doing more budget stuff this week. I've got the Sedge coming up. I have this SOG, what's called the TAC XR, which is freaking great. I like it even better than the Terminus, and I really like the Terminus. Bit funky handle to blade ratio, but action on it is cool. And D2, good price. Really like it. What's that one knife for the Warhog pattern? That is a Hinderer XM18 non-flipper Fullard spear that you can only get from DLT Trading. And I have no affiliation with DLT Trading. I think a lot of people think I do. I do not. I actually paid full boat for this, and my other one I did as well. I think I have 3 now. One I got in a trade, but yeah, I think 3 out of my 5 Hinderers happen to be DLT Trading exclusive ones, but USMA Blade, and the other one's one other one's a USMA Blade exclusive, and one is just one you can get everywhere. How's the action? Don't know which one you're talking about. The Sedges I want to mention during Brews Blaze back. I want the small one. Yeah, I don't know what size mine is. It's the one they sent me. I think mine is the smaller one. I'm not really sure. And now I put it somewhere where, oh, there it is. I don't know if this is the big one or the small one. It looks like maybe the big one. What we got in the blade length? Yeah, 3.5-inch blade is probably the big one. Oh, on the G10 integral. Yeah, it's pretty drop shutty. Not bad at all. They get a little jiggle, not much. Being an integral, I didn't take it apart. How do you sharpen your knives? Do you sharpen your knives? If so, what do you use? TX, I have a Viper Sharp, and then I have a whole myriad of smaller stuff. I actually just got them really intrigued to try out. It's in pieces at the moment, so let me kind of show what this is like. I'm missing one of the pieces on it, but it's down the box. But I just got this new Work Sharp whetstone thing. I'm really eager to try this out. This is going to be a lot of fun. Never done whetstone stuff before. And that's kind of what that's designed for rookie idiots like me. So I'm eager to try that one out. But it is 9 o'clock. OCD for EDC is starting, and I want you guys to go over and support his channel. He is great. So I'm going to jump out of here. I'm going to go pee and answer your sale emails that you guys have sent me. So check it out at OCD for EDC. Go look at his channel. I'll be over there in a little bit. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Always a great way to end my weekend. Good night.